Wi-Fi 6 is here and it's certified. I'm Tonya Hall, and joining me is Kevin Robinson, Vice President of Marketing at the Wi-Fi Alliance. Welcome, Kevin.
It's great to be here, Tonya.
Well, welcome. So remind us again what it is the mission of the Wi-Fi Alliance.
Sure. So the Wi-Fi Alliance is the worldwide network of companies that brought you Wi-Fi. So it's really the who's who in the technology space, everyone from device manufacturers, silicon vendors, to service providers. And all of these companies, more than 800 companies, come together really for one purpose, which is to bring Wi-Fi to the world and to bring a great connectivity experience. And that's really where one of the most important things we do comes in, which is called Wi-Fi certified, which ensures that the end user does get that great experience.
So Wi-Fi 6 is upon us, but we didn't miss the other 5. In fact, they just had different names. Start by explaining the new naming convention.
Absolutely. So recently, Wi-Fi Alliance in the industry took on this simpler, more intuitive way to naming each subsequent generation of Wi-Fi. The reality is, many people, while we may be, kind of well-versed in 11AX, 11B, 11A, et cetera, most consumers don't really follow it all that closely. And of course, when they're confused, it's hard to make those decisions of which Wi-Fi gear they should have. So Wi-Fi Alliance recently launched a new generational approach to naming, with Wi-Fi 6 being the latest generation of Wi-Fi. And of course, Wi-Fi 5 and previous were your 11AC, 11N, et cetera. But really, going forward, we're going to be talking in this more generational nomenclature.
How long has Wi-Fi's current version, 11AC, been serving us?
Industry has been shipping 11AC products, I want to say since roughly 2009. So it's been quite some time. Actually, Wi-Fi 4 since 2009. But 11AC and Wi-Fi 5, one of the main differences there is Wi-Fi 5 really was only bringing new capabilities to one of the frequency bands that Wi-Fi operates in. And as we'll talk about in just a moment, Wi-Fi 6 just fundamentally shifts the paradigm for how Wi-Fi delivers connectivity.
What real-world speed and range improvements are we likely to see from Wi-Fi 6 capable devices?
One of the most important things to keep in mind is that Wi-Fi 6 is not just about speeds. So for many, many years, it's been about essentially the number on the box, right? How do we get the largest number on the box to a single client device or a single laptop, smartphone, et cetera? Beginning with Wi-Fi 6, the focus fundamentally shifts to how do we deliver a great experience to the multitude of devices that are connected to a network. So the benefits of Wi-Fi 6 actually become more and more pronounced as you add more devices to the network, which is a good thing because that is the reality today. In networks today, you have dozens, if not hundreds of devices connected to the network. Just in general though, Wi-Fi 6 delivers roughly a 4x increase in aggregate network capacity compared to previous generations of Wi-Fi.
Tell us about Wi-Fi 6's improved ability to service. You talked about multiple clients. How is their ability to service multiple clients simultaneously improved?
Sure. So with Wi-Fi 6, there's a few key capabilities that deliver this, and we can get into those a little bit more. But capabilities like OFDMA, multi-user MIMO, and 160 megahertz channels. These advanced capabilities are what deliver that better experience. So you can almost think of them this way. 160 megahertz channels, if you think of a shipping fleet, that's like the size of the truck, right? So your semi-truck versus your kind of letter carrier truck, et cetera. That's your channel width. Then you have multi-user MIMO. That's the ability to send multiple trucks out on the road. Maybe you're sending 2 trucks to a super center or a distribution center, and 1 truck to your regular grocery store. OFDMA is how you allocate the space on those trucks. So now you can actually fill up part of the truck with large shipments, maybe meant for a big box retailer, but at the same time, you can insert those little letter packages that are so urgent, and that's this concept of latency, right? So with Wi-Fi 6, you're increasing the aggregate performance of the network, right? The ability to deliver all of the packages or the data the network needs to deliver. But you're also increasing performance in areas around low latency that are critical for things like AR, VR.
So are these benefits then both for consumer and business industry users?
Absolutely. Wi-Fi 6 is going to transform the connectivity experience in the enterprise, whether it's AR, VR, whether it's in industrial IoT, as well as in the home. When you look at what service providers are anticipating kind of delivering in terms of the services that run over their broadband networks, Wi-Fi 6 is going to help deliver that more consistent, predictable, and high-performing experience, even as more and more devices join the network.
Okay, Kevin, we can all say that we're concerned about security. What's the state of Wi-Fi 6 security and encryption?
Wi-Fi certified 6 requires WPA3, which is the latest generation of Wi-Fi security. There's a number of capabilities and benefits that come along with that. Most notably is WPA3 is more resistant to offline dictionary or brute force attacks than previous generations of Wi-Fi security were. So that's probably the biggest benefit from the consumer space, using personal networks. In addition, as you start getting into the enterprise or industrial IoT, there's also what we call a 192-bit security mode that is very important in security-sensitive environments like financial, governmental, et cetera, where they really need that higher level of encryption and associated components.
So with Wi-Fi 6 being so new, both in terms of naming and technology, how will consumers know they're buying products that truly meet the Wi-Fi 6 specification?
So that is probably the most important thing about the news that we're talking about today, which is Wi-Fi Alliance launching Wi-Fi Certified 6. Wi-Fi Certified serves as really an inflection point from mass market adoption, precisely because it does give the end user the confidence that when they buy that Wi-Fi Certified 6 device, it's going to work with every other device out there, regardless of the manufacturer. It's very rare that somebody buys a car, a television, a smartphone, and a refrigerator from the same brand. And that is why Wi-Fi Certified and Wi-Fi Certified 6 is so critical. And particularly with new generations of Wi-Fi, that's really where those assurances of certification become most pronounced.
Kevin Robinson, Vice President of Marketing at the Wi-Fi Alliance. If somebody wants to connect with you, Kevin, maybe they want more information about this new naming system, how can they do that?
Well, they can connect with Wi-Fi Alliance itself through Twitter or Facebook. And of course, I am available on LinkedIn if anyone wants to connect with me directly.
Sounds good. Thanks again, Kevin. And if you guys want to find more of my interviews, you can do that right here or go to tonyahall.net. Thanks for watching.